Hai and Assalamualaikum and welcome to my kurus bukan soal kurus Q&A Santai live here on Facebook and YouTube. Today is 28 Disember sudah, tinggal lagi 3-4 hari for the rest of this year and then dah sampai 2023. So how was your 2022? Setakat ini saya harap your year was meaningful and useful as always. And thank you so much kerana sudi meluangkan masa during our live Q&A Santai session where you can really ask me anything and everything untuk sebarang persoalan, kemusykilan mungkin tentang kesihatan, kawalan berat badan, pemakanan, senaman, kehidupan dan sebagainya. And I will try and answer as many questions as possible. So usually how this works, if it's your first time, adalah tahu kan. And firstly, welcome to our live session. And how this works is very simple. All you have to do is to mengemukakan atau menggunakan ruangan komen dekat bawah to ask any question that you would like to have seringkas possible. And I will petik the soalan, daripada atas ke bawah. To menjawabnya bersama secepat mungkin as well. And if you haven't done so yet, please help me to share the session dengan kawan-kawan seperjuangan as well. Semoga mereka juga mendapat manfaat bersama. And if you would like to join us, just to let you know, you can melayari bukansoalkurus.com to join our 2023 cabaran 30 hari untuk membantu anda ke arah yang mungkin lebih ringan, berat badan, kegembiraan dan sebagainya. It's a really amazing online community. All you have to do is layari bukansoalkurus.com. We have a very limited, very special Azam Kurus 2023 20% discount that you can use to get a discount for our 3 packages, which is one of the monthly packages, the 3-month package and the 1-year package as well. I am currently still in Mallorca, Spain. It's only about 1 o'clock di sini, and there's some birds. We just moved to this place. This is another Airbnb semalam, and it's my first time doing a live dekat luar ni, and I hear a lot of birds chirping. There must be like a nest somewhere dekat atas, but it is quite nice. And I hope that you are safe and selamat di Malaysia as well. And semoga that you are enjoying. I am sure ramai mungkin yang berdepan dengan percutian. Tak nak fikir kurus sekarang, but memikirkannya once perhaps January 1 tu menjelma. And it's okay. We all have our own journeys as well. And I wish you guys all the best for the rest of 2022. And if you are bercuti dekat mana-mana pun sekarang ini, or tengah merancang, or you were somewhere baru-baru ini, let me know dalam ruangan komen as well. Always nice to hear what everybody is up to during this musim perayaan end of the year. Alright, so let's get started. And before that also, welcome to all of our new peserta for cabaran 30 hari January ini. Ramai dah daftar sekarang, dah masuk program. Semangat nak kurus malam, I know. So welcome to the program. Sangat-sangat teruja untuk mengenali anda nanti as the program will kick off dengan sesi live Zoom bersama dengan saya pada 1 January jam 8 malam Malaysian time. So bersabarlah, we will be together on the 1st January nanti untuk pelbagai pembelajaran and program senaman education for at least 30 hari. But as we mentioned in our program, we always advise peserta to ambil program yang lebih jangka masa berpanjangan supaya it's not so stressful cabaran 30 hari, but you have more time. Hence kita ada program 3 bulan and setahun juga supaya you can breathe, enjoy the ups and downs of life, the ups and downs of perjuangan, kurangkan kawalan berat badan dan tak tertekan dengan just program 30 hari semata-mata. Alright, so let's get going. And again, if any questions, sila gunakan ruangan komen yang disediakan and I will petik one by one to answer the questions secepat mungkin. What was it? Daripada Akmal, Sir, pemakanan macam mana yang baik untuk orang yang selalu rasa tekanan darah rendah? Now, if you have low blood pressure, tekanan darah yang rendah, my first advice obviously is to rujuk kepada doktor to mengenali apakah punca di sebaliknya. But if low blood pressure, of course, digalakkan makan makanan yang membantu untuk tingkatkan tekanan darah, whether it is makanan yang bergaram. So if you have high blood pressure, you digalakkan untuk mengurangkan pengambilan makanan yang bergaram. But if you are hypoglycemic or you have a low blood pressure, then perhaps peraturan dia is di sebaliknya, which is to perhaps look at makanan-makanan yang membantu menyumbang kepada kenaikan tekanan darah rendah. But if I were you, again, punca yang paling utama is to look at what is the punca tekanan darah rendah itu, and then makan makanan yang sewajarnya untuk membantu keadaan. Yeah, alright. Ya, Siti Iza, Claudi Iza tuntut ilmu bersama. Ya, Waalaikumsalam. Ya, Shazmin, Coach, hi, how are you doing? I'm doing great. As you know, I'm sure Shazmin is one of our Energizer Bunny moderators in our program as well. I hope that everybody is doing fine. Yeah. Yeah, daripada Encehan, my mom just diagnosed with a mild stroke. In your opinion, what is the best diet for her? Thanks, Coach Kev. Now, again, firstly, sangat-sangat sedih, yeah, apologizing and sympathizing for you and your families if your mother just went through a mild stroke. I hope that she is okay and recovering sebaik mungkin. But it's similarly to the tekanan darah yang rendah, it's hard to give one answer untuk semua orang. If I were you, again, I would sit down with the doctor or the physician to mengenali how severe the mild stroke was. Number one, what is the punca of the stroke tu sendiri? Is it stress? Is it obesity? Is it pemakanan? Is it glucose, cholesterol, high blood pressure? You know, kenali punca of the mild stroke di samping faktor usia and mungkin faktor di luar kawalan. But from there, then menilai keadaan untuk membantu your mother untuk cuba mengawal kehidupannya sebaik mungkin. Sebagai contoh, if the stroke berpunca daripada merokok, tak bersenam, stress, obesity, then I would look at those things, one by one, sekiranya terlibat sama dalam cuba untuk mengurangkan the impact kepada kesihatan diri dengan berhenti merokok atau mengawalnya sebaik mungkin. I know it's not easy. Mulakan program senaman, but even if dia tak aktif langsung, jangan go from zero to hero terus dengan senaman berimpak tinggi and all. Kena start very gentle dengan mungkin dipimpin dan dipandukan oleh seorang jurulatih, mungkin a physiotherapist, to just menggerakkan diri dulu. Again, tanya dengan doktor what she can and cannot do. Nombor 3, look at pemakanan. You know, what are the pemakanan yang beliau makan yang mungkin menjadi penyumbang kepada keadaan. Mungkin makanannya bergula tinggi, berlemak tinggi, kuantiti yang banyak sangat, and then slowly menyesuaikan keadaan. Sebagai seorang anak, sebagai seorang nephew kepada ramai orang yang mungkin dah berusia, it's bila mereka berdepan dengan gejala kesihatan yang sangat dramatic seperti mild stroke dan sebagainya, a lot of people then try to do too many things yang mengejutkan mereka sampai mereka pun fed up as well and they cannot mengekalkannya. So my advice dari segi pemakanan is to make the adjustments slowly but permanently supaya dia mendorong ke penukaran pola pemakanan yang berkekalan and not just di hospital, then keluar hospital seminggu tu makan bersih-bersihnya, no lemak, no gula. It will not be menggembirakan and it will not last. So instead of doing extremes, my advice is slowly lah memimpin your mother. As a family, it cannot just be your mother yang melakukan all of the pengorbanan. It has to be usaha bersama. The husband or the wife, the anak, cucu and all menyumbang bersama supaya your mom in this case tak rasa disisih, tak rasa dia lah victim segala-galanya, but dia adalah usaha bersama untuk memimpin keluarga, not just your mom, ke arah yang lebih sihat dan lebih berpanjangan, insyaAllah. Ya, wishing your mom all the best. Kirim salam kepada beliau, and semoga there's a silver lining behind the mild stroke untuk membantu beliau menikmati kehidupan yang insyaAllah berpanjangan dengan kualiti yang diharapkan. Alright, yeah, let's see what else we have here. Yeah, good evening, Dewi. Apa khabar? Yeah, Haniza Zanuddin. Coach, as a coffee lover, can I bersama coffee untuk journey kurangkan berat badan? Preserving, I dah tengok 54 kalori. Now, I am a coffee lover as well. Coffee is not baik or buruk. Coffee, like anything else, has good qualities and bad qualities. Now, kopi O kosong, Nescafe Gold Maya Karin, just serbuk hitam, air kosong, air panas ke apa, 0 kalori, tidak menyumbang kepada pengambilan kalori langsung. It's the sugar and the creamer and the susu and the chocolate yang you masukkan yang menjadi penyumbang kalori. Again, bukan penghalang. You boleh je minum air yang berkalori hari-hari pun. Even I sedang berdepan dengan air mango yang semestinya ada gula and calorie as well. So my advice to you is, yes, as a coffee lover, you can minum kopi pagi, siang, malam probably tak, melainkan dia decaf. Because the caffeine tu again menyukarkan nak tidur ke apa, plus dia agak merangsangkan metabolisme, which is good belah pagi, not so good belah malam, nak tidur agak susah you. So my advice is, yeah, include the coffee in your diet plan. And even if you cannot drink Americano and kopi O kosong memanjang, and you can do what I do. I used to drink coffee when I just masuk university with sugar and milk. Then slowly I reduced the sugar, still milk. Then slowly no sugar, just milk. And then slowly now, Americano kosong or kopi or kosong sahaja. It takes time. How long? It took me bertahun-tahun juga. And I did so knowingly that, I don't really need the sugar here and there for the coffee. I just want the caffeine boost pagi-pagi especially. So as a coffee lover myself, silalah include kopi dalam usaha kurangkan kawalan berat badan anda. Everything in moderation. Does not mean Kevin said kopi is okay, kau boleh belasah sesuka hati kau. It's still dalam keadaan yang agak terkawal kerana caffeine has good and bad qualities. So again, dalam 2, 3, 4 cawan sehari, from my point of view, is okay. Beres? Beres. All right, very good question. And all the best, Aniza. Ya, Nizam, saya mengamalkan IF Coach Kevin dah makin sihat sekarang ini. Ya, congratulations. Now, diet IF, intermittent fasting, is not benda yang baru. It's been around for berpuluh-puluh tahun sudah. Works for some, works for others, works for some what's short term, does not work in the long term. It's not salah diet IF or diet yang lain-lain. It's really about tepuk dada and pilih pola pemakanan yang sesuai dengan hati jiwa anda supaya ia menjadi amalan sepanjang tahun. That does not mean you have to do IF, does not mean you don't have to do IF. It is suka hati kau, suka hati aku. Yang paling penting, you dapat mengawal jumlah pengambilan kalori somehow or another. Beres? Beres. Okay. Daripada Haniza again, berapa jarak jam yang sesuai antara waktu setiap meal? Contohnya breakfast 7:30 pagi, snacking time sesuai. Now, the best case scenario is that you have small drip makanan macam hospital tu, where you can just cukup bekalan tenaga untuk penggunaan semasa itu, but it's not possible. So what I personally do is I makan breakfast, snack pagi, lunch, snack petang, dinner, supper, but 6 meals. I would not tell you jam yang paling tepat is jam 7.30 dan 8.45 dan 4.34. It's too complicated. But my advice, seboleh-bolehnya, have a small meal or small sized meals di antara hidangan dalam 2-3 jam ke apa. So if you are working professional, your breakfast 7.30, small snack 10.30, then lunch pukul 1 ke 2, 12, then snack petang mungkin 3, 4, dinner maybe around 7, and then your supper mungkin pukul 10 ke apa, just so you have agak-agak baseline, but it will not be kesempurnaan, dia akan terlari here and there serba sedikit, but seboleh-bolehnya, try and spread out your meals, ikut kepada rentak kehidupan Haniza yang tersendiri. Beres? Beres. Hai Afifah. Ya, Umi. Waalaikumsalam semua. Selamat malam dan semoga Allah permudahkan urusan semuanya. Nak tanya, Tuan macam mana nak kempiskan perut boroi? Nah, untuk kempiskan perut yang boroi, dia bukan soal senaman perut mengerjakan otot di bawah lapisan lemak dengan air yang sebenarnya menjadi masalah. So, untuk mengurangkan lemak, you have to mengurangkan berat badan secara menyeluruh. You cannot just berdoa untuk membuang lemak perut sahaja. Tak ada orang yang perut dia kempis, yang lain semua tu agak berterabur. So you have to focus on overall weight loss. And nescaya, justru itu your body will membuang lemak from everywhere, including mungkin bahagian yang degil, which could be your bahagian perut. Beres? Beres. Yeah. So again, if you want to learn more about this, Umi, do join our cabaran 30 hari, where we teach you pada hari yang pertama, 1st January, untuk melakar plan kurangkan berat badan untuk mencungkil lemak-lemak pelbagai. Okay, side, how to mengawal sugar craving. Sugar craving has a few things yang perlu dipertimbangkan. Number one, you have to mengenali makanan yang fuel your craving dengan makanan yang suppress your craving. Now, makanan yang fuel your craving, your sugar craving, is gula-gula ringkas. Your donut, your keropok, your keripik, your merepek, your popcorn, your ice cream, your simple sugar yang GI, glycemic index dia tinggi. Boleh makan donut, biskut pelbagai, but percayalah bahawa dia takkan mengenyangkan you and lagi will fuel your cravings because dia akan menggelorakan your glucose darah. So you have to fuel your craving or fuel your makanan dengan makanan yang berserat and berprotein, complex carbohydrates, because complex carbohydrates tidak menggelorakan your glucose darah. So always ask yourself, where is my fiber? Where is my protein? Where are my simple sugars? Even juice like this is quite simple sugar. I cannot mendahulukan benda ni because dia akan again fuel my cravings for more sugar because dia akan menggelorakan my glucose darah. The long story short, whenever your glucose darah tu agak bergelora, your cravings will bergelora. But if your glucose darah tu agak stabil, your cravings will be quite stabil. That's why berpuasa, kebaikannya is dia menstabilkan glucos darah. This is not soal IF semata-mata, but this is just fasting 101, termasuklah Ramadan atau amalan puasa kita, menghadkan pengambilan gula secara umumnya will menstabilkan glucose darah, stabilkan insulin, helps you a lot. Cannot do it every day, 365 hari setahun, but that is the kebaikan mengamalkannya whenever you can. Beres? Beres. Bising burung ni. I rasa dia risau I nak mencuri dia punya, mungkin dia ada baby burung kot. Mikaela, go check out the bird. What's up with the bird? Where is the nest? It's right above me, but I cannot see it. It must be hidden somewhere. Go check it out. Where does the sound come from? Can you see any nest? You want to say hi, everybody?
Hello.
It's there.
Hi. Where's the bird?
Don't know. Okay, daripada Shan Elisa, Assalamualaikum. Waalaikumsalam. Okey ke senaman 2 hari sekali? Sejak dah habis zaman PKP ini, saya pun dah mula berkorbankan waktu senaman dulu sehari 2 kali, 40 minit sehingga 1 jam. Now, my advice to you, Shan, is you can bersenam 2 kali sehari, but my advice is biarlah 2 sesi senaman itu senaman yang berbeza. Contohnya, you can play tennis 1 hour in the morning and then buat functional training dekat gym belah petang supaya dia tak asyik melibatkan otot sendi yang sama. And would I recommend you do that every single day? Probably tak. So even my daughter or even me, I play tennis, you can go to the gym, but not every single day. And you have to be waspada terhadap, wear and tear badan. If I feel any discomfort in my shoulder or lower back, then I will just be a bit more smart to slow down the senaman and rehatkan jika perlu. But yes, you can bersenam 2 kali sehari if you like, but seboleh-bolehnya biarlah ia 2 senaman yang berbeza. Beres? Beres. The burung ni makin marah. Dia takut I'm trying to attack dia punya ni. Mana dia? Ke di atas tu?
Tak, dekat tengah-tengah ni.
Is it?
Suara kau kuat sangat.
Dia risau.
Dia nak racing namanya.
Okay, daripada Muhammad Haidi. Assalamualaikum. Waalaikumsalam. Saya sedang mengawal jumlah kalori dalam makanan seharian, maksimum dalam 1,500. Tapi saya suka makan pada waktu malam selepas 9 PM. Okay ke? Okay je. Now, if you makan sehari 1,500, theoretically speaking, a best case scenario is that you separate the meals into smaller portions throughout the day. But if you suka makan belah malam and that makes you happy, but you mahir mengawal 1,500 sehari, then that is great. Ya, terpulang suka hati masing-masing. Yang paling penting number 1 is jumlah pengambilan kalori seharian, walaupun you makannya pada waktu malam. Beres? Beres. Ya, your keripik pun boleh juga. Ya. So, contoh kompleks carbohydrates tu is like vegetables, your brown bread, your brown rice, oats, like white bread, brown bread, caloriesnya is the same, but the brown bread lebih mengenyangkan because dia has fiber. So the fiber slows down the glucose release into the blood, which lebih mengenyangkan berbanding dengan nasi putih or roti putih. So complex carbohydrates usually are the ones yang ada fiber, but you can just Google contoh complex carbohydrates and you will find quite a lot of things. So learn to always tanya diri sendiri, where are my simple carbohydrates? Where are my complex carbohydrates? So whenever you have sayur in itself really is a complex carbohydrate, walaupun kalori dia virtually tak ada, but because the fiber is very high, it helps to mengenyangkan diri dengan lebih baik. Beres? Very good. Okay, hi. Hi Faik. Apa khabar? The pressure again. Tak guna senaman yang sama setiap kali bersenam, terutamanya bila sendi guna senaman yang berbeza. Very good. All the best. Daripada Nur Atika. Waalaikumsalam. Daripada YouTube. Kau nak tanya macam mana cara pemakanan untuk orang yang kerja shift malam? Boleh ke nasi ke walaupun after pukul 8 malam? Boleh. It's the same thing macam soalan yang tadi. If you sibuk dengan kerja shift malam, memang you hanya ada masa or you gemar makan waktu malam, suka hati kau, that is your life. Yang paling penting again is that you mengawal pengambilan kalori dalam seharian, tak kira you makan belah pagi ke belah malam ke, as long as jumlah pengambilan kalori itu dalam kuantiti yang you sasarkan, beres. 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 Alright. David Lau, once a while skip a meal, alright. I am 51, not to let, it's okay. Life is not perfect. There will be times when you skip a meal, you eat too much, you eat benda yang you did not want to, you makan makanan yang menggembirakan. Happens to me every single day. What I do every day, I never merancang my meals other than maybe my breakfast, because breakfast usually it's benda yang cepat, I beli cereal ke apa. But lunch and dinner is usually always quite unpredictable. And kadang-kadang you keluar jalan-jalan, you jumpa ice cream ke, you jumpa cake ke, it looks really nice. Makanlah. It's not going to membinasakan your diet dengan just sekelip mata sahaja. Always, my advice, allocate dalam 200-300 kalori every day untuk makanan yang merepek, makanan yang menggembirakan, yang merepek-kerepek, because that is life and it will happen to every one of you. But if you tak merancangnya, then every time you do it, because you will do it, then dia akan jadi macam a negative reinforcement to your rancangan and makes you feel lousy. So make it part of the plan. 200-300 kalori every day dalam your quota pengambilan supaya you don't feel like it is something yang tak terancang. Beres? Beres. And even if dia terlajak once in a while to daripada 200-300 ke 500-600 ke apa, it will happen. And again, if you memahami the calories and all, it's not going to membinasakan anything. It's just going to be a small bump in the road dalam perjuangan, berpanjangan. And if you are not sure how to mengawal the calorie, what to do, how to mengiranya, how to kotakannya, how to menyusun plan pemakanan, join our cabaran 30 hari, very educational. I will bimbing anda bersama langkah demi langkah to melakar plan kurangkan berat badan, plan pemakanan, because as easy as it is for me to give you plan pemakanan, day 1 makan ni, day 2 makan tu, day 3 makan ni, you will not do it. Maybe seminggu 2 bolehlah ikut, badan lama-lama tak sehati sejiwa dengan you akan ke laut juga and you will quit. So I would rather mengajar anda, memperkasakan diri you to membina plan pemakanan diri anda yang menggembirakan dengan your laksa, dengan your keropok leko. You lah, tepuk dada what you like to makan, and then mahir mengawal, mengira the calorie. But again, I don't count calories. You don't have to count calories, but you need to know how to count calories supaya bila you berdepan dengan makanan, you boleh mengawalnya. Beres? Beres. When I do the beres, if it's your first time here, it could be something that I use as a clip later on for TikTok or Instagram, but most of them really don't make it because by the time I go to next week, there will be new videos. There's a whole archive of videos that I haven't done videos for yet, but the beres helps me to sort of wrap up the point for the video. Yeah, so again, ecehan, how to measure a calorie, quite confused. It is something yang remeh-temeh. Calorie itu, alamak, bosannya Cik Kevin. But again, calories is the foundation, fundamental of pengawalan pemakanan. Makanan diperbuat daripada kalori, protein, carbohydrates, lemak are made from calories or mengandungi kalori, and senaman pun membakar kalori. So usaha mengawal berat badan, whether you like it or not, is usaha untuk mengawal pengambilan dan pembakaran kalori. Jangan takut, it's not sesuatu yang menakutkan, but if you tidak memahaminya, then it's hard to mengawalnya. You cannot mengawal suatu perkara if you don't know what it is. Tak kisahlah kalori ke, kawalan berat badan ke, kewangan ke, kekeluargaan ke, kegembiraan ke, you have to mengawalnya. And again, this is why we do our cabaran 30 hari, is to really again memperkasakan dan mengajar anda untuk how to mengenali, mengawalnya dan menentukan keperluan diri sendiri, which is not the same for everyone. They're unique kepada setiap individu, and it takes about sejam 2 in our program pada kick-off-nya untuk memperkasakan dan mengajarnya. Yeah, do join, very educational, untuk again memperkasakan anda untuk mengawal hala 7 perjuangan kurus you. Ya, beres. Okay, daripada Miss Clumsy, let me drink a little bit of sugar. Yeah, sugar helps to again proses pemikiran, a little bit of fluid when you speak. Kalau tak kering lain macam, like I cannot do, and I don't do any seminar or live during Ramadan at all because I cannot speak if tekak tu kering and the words don't come out and the delivery and the energy is just tak ada. So yeah, I need a little bit of sugar untuk tenaga and a little bit of bendale to just melancarkan the delivery live ke seminar dan pelbagai. Okay. Daripada Miss Clumsy, YouTube, ya, waalaikumsalam. Coach, I dah turun berat lebih 15 kilo tapi problem saya lengan dan bahu saya besar. Susah nak kecilkan walaupun dah angkat berat. Saya patut liposuction ke? No, firstly Miss Clumsy, Congratulations kerana berjaya mengurangkan 15 kilo. Now, my first question to you, if I were to see you face to face ke Zoom ke apa, is to ask you, what is your berat badan and ketinggian sekarang? Because just losing 15 kilo does not really tell us where you are currently dari segi komposisi badan. Now, if you are still overweight, that means you still kena teruskan your perjuangan kurangkan berat badan, because similarly dengan masalah perut yang buncit, your body will mengambil lemak-lemak yang 15 kilo itu daripada wherever it wants. It's sesuka hati badan kau. But lama kelamaan, if you continue along the journey, your body will mengambil lemak-lemak from your lengan and your bahu and your problem areas as well. But you have to continue on the journey. So you have to tepuk and pegang your bahu and lengan. What is it? Is it masalah lemak, masalah air, or masalah otot? Because if it's masalah air and lemak, but you buat senaman bebanan, the senaman bebanan will mengisi or membesarkan the otot. But if the otot makin besar, but you tak membuang lemak dengan air yang sebenarnya mengeluarkan keadaan, then dia takkan menyelesaikan the masalah. So take out your arm, just gintil dekat bawah sayap kelawar tu, and if dia agak tsunami you, that is not otot, that is usually a lot of water retention. So di samping pengurangan lemak badan, you have to mahir mengawal water retention, gemuk air badan, which is more about the quality makanan, kurangkan garam, kurangkan gula, lebih fiber, lebih melawas, berpeluh, to basically membuang air which is more bouncy. So even if you mandi buka tuala cermin diri and you lompat depan cermin, kaki semua dah steady, buat lemak tu makin menggigil, that is air, because water is bouncy, lemak tu lebih mampat sikit. So tepuk dada, tengok diri sendiri, cermin diri sendiri, to see what actually is the problem. And if it's again masalah berat badan, kurangkan berat badan. If it's masalah gelebe, tsunami you, then mahirkan diri to mengawal the water retention. And yes, pada masa yang sama, melibatkan senaman bebanan untuk just memampatkan badan pada masa yang sama. Beres? Beres. Very good question. Yeah, so Dewi, breakfast like a king, lunch like a prince, and dinner like a beggar. Yeah, it's a very popular saying. That means, makan your breakfast yang lebih besar sikit. So let's say kuota seharian you is 1,500. Maybe you makan, 700 belah pagi, and then 400, and then 300 ke apa. Because the logic is, and again, don't follow anything anyone says. It menggembirakan some, doesn't menggembirakan others. My favorite meal of the day is breakfast. I look forward to breakfast every morning. So the logic is that you makan a lot belah pagi so that you can use the tenaga sepanjang hari, but it does not work for everyone because it depends on what you makan for the breakfast as well, and also kebolehan you to then have lunch like a prince and dinner like a beggar. Yeah. So again, if there are 1,000 quotes and 1,000 different diets, there are 1,000 different ways to menjayakannya. There is no one way for everyone. You have to see which one works for you. And I have my way, you will have your way. So even in our program, we have a saying, which is, don't follow anything anyone says, including diri saya sendiri. Because if you follow what they do, it might work for seminggu dua, but then if it's not really sesuai dengan hati jiwa anda, tak lama engkau, and then you will go back to your old habits. So you have to just learn, listen, explore, and experiment, and then petik ilmu kanan kiri, and then see what works for you. So ultimately you have diet Siti, diet Faizal, diet Johari, diet David, diet Kevin, because we all have our own ways to live our life, which includes pemakanan, senaman, kawalan masa dan sebagainya. So again, comparison is the thief of joy. Ya, jangan asyik bandingkan dengan orang lain, but you can learn. But ultimately, you have to make up your own decision on how you want to menguruskannya. This is the beauty about kawalan berat badan. It is really, again, as I always say, kau nak ke tak nak, it's not soal cuaca, it's not soal ekonomi negara, it's not soal pilihan raya, it's just soal you, whether you want to do it or not. And if you do want to do it, you have to, pikul the tanggungjawab. take the ownership of kesihatan diri sendiri and go with it. You have to do it. You have to do it day in and day out sepanjang hayat. Komitmen diri sendiri. And if you do it dengan jayanya, you will benefit from it at the end of the day. And it's kejayaan you, not kejayaan diri saya, not kejayaan program. Bukan soal kurus cabaran 30 hari ke apa. It is really down to you, and hence it's very rewarding and very satisfying because it is soal nak ke tak nak. Beres. Alright. Daripada Faik Farizan, Coach Kevin, kita sering dengar ada orang nak jadi coach kesihatan hasil daripada kisah kejayaan mereka sendiri. Boleh ke saya jadi macam Kevin? Apakah langkah yang saya patut buat untuk pada permulaan? Yes, there are many fitness coaches that start their journey because mereka sendiri used to be obese, and those are usually, from my experience, the best of the best coaches because mereka memahami masalah di belakang, pemikiran and what is seen because they have gone through the journey themselves. And they understand where you are coming from. So it helps to build a relationship and connection with the audience. Now, I personally tak pernah obese myself. I've always been sort of active and quite okay since I was young. But we have many coaches, team leaders, certified personal trainers, nutritionists yang dulu pernah obese and have their own success stories. And because once you dah berjaya kurangkan berat badan, people come to you. They will ask you, apa yang kau buat untuk berjaya mengurangkan berat badan? And because you know what to do, you've gone through the journey, it is very nice to then help orang lain pada masa yang sama. And that helping orang lain, maybe one friend or two friends, becomes a career which they will then get certified, they get qualifications. Even we, in our Bukan Soal Kurus program, we have a certification TOT academy as well, where we empower and certify team leaders who join our programs to become a team leader. Now, we don't call them a coach, we call them a team leader because they will then run the program in, Segambur, in Alosta, in Penang, wherever they are. And then they work with maybe other coaches and all to do various activities bersama. Yeah, but very, very fulfilling career because nothing more rewarding than helping somebody change their life. I've been so blessed. So many amazing journeys of individuals that I have witnessed throughout my career. And you never get tired of it. Always so happy to hear that today someone lost 15 kilo. It's not my success. It's their success. But if you played a role in memimpin mereka, it's macam cikgu sekolah. If you see anak murid you berjaya, you played a very small part in their journey. It's, of course, pelajar tu punya kejayaan because dia usaha to suap makanan, baca buku and all. But it's a very rewarding career. Which I think dalam istilah kehidupan sangat memuaskan hati. Yeah, so Faik, if you want to get started, you can take whatever certifications if you like, or you just start to guide kawan-kawan ahli keluarga, start small, gain experience. Yeah, you can even join our online academy as well. Certifications does not guarantee anything. Certification just certifies that you have gone through a, 3-day course, 3-week course, 3 months course, that you should know what you are doing. But for me, even when it comes to personal training and fitness certification, just because you attended a 5-day program does not mean suddenly you know everything there is to know. Similarly with university, but different story as a 4-year degree versus a 4-week online program to become a nutritionist and all. It's not the same thing. But the best I would advise is to just get started to help those who are close to you. But if you are not certified, not qualified, tell them so, and that you are guiding them based on your own personal experiences to share knowledge and motivation. Yeah. All right. Let's go to Suryati Mat Dali. Assalamualaikum, waalaikumsalam. Soalan saya lain sikit. Saya umur 51 years old. Perlu ke mengambil vitamin seperti kalsium, vitamin C atau multivitamin? Saya tengok kawan-kawan saya ambil, thank you. Is nothing wrong to mengambil supplements, vitamins or macro or micronutrients, but my advice is jangan dipergunakan buat boleh mempergunakan. Once you masuk pharmacy, tengok macam all the ubat-ubat semuanya macam hebat-hebat belaka, macam-macam manfaat and all, but it's not kewajipan, melainkan you really have a micronutritional deficiency or a macronutritional deficiency yang memerlukan pengambilan vitamin and mineral. Now, as we get older, wear and tear badan, in your case 50-an sudah, there could be a deficiency of certain minerals yang boleh menyumbang mungkin kepada osteoporosis, lack of the calcium ke apa, because the body is just not as efficient macam dulunya to mengekalkan dirinya sendiri. That is the journey of life. So in that sense, yes, the doctor may prescribe certain medications to supplement kekurangan yang ada, but it does not mean that you have to lupakan pengambilan vitamin, minerals, nutrients daripada makanan seharian, which would be the best. But on top of the makanan seharian yang sepatutnya bagus, then you can add on small things sekiranya rasa perlu dan sukar untuk mencarinya daripada makanan seharian. What supplements do I take? I take supplements which I feel are difficult to find from makanan seharian setiap atau sepanjang masa. I have usually a protein supplement, just because kadang-kadang licin nak cari ayam, ikan, telur and all. So there's a supplement I can drink, maybe pre-workout and post-workout. I take manuka honey, which is just raw organic honey, which basically merangsangkan your immune system sikit. And that's all. I don't take anything else. I don't take a multivitamin. I don't take any vitamins per se at all. Maybe like vitamin C if I'm sick or what, but generally no. But I do make sure that I am generally as stress-free as possible, active bersenam, and makan quite wholesome foods secara umumnya. But let me just tell you, I makan not as wholesome and sehat as you may think I do. I makan just as merepek as well dengan biskut, ice cream, kuih, juices, soda here and there. But there's always good choices in my diet. There's always bad choices juga. I don't live in a black and white diet, which is very difficult. If kejap you on, kejap you off, kejap you on, kejap you off, it's stressful. So my advice is live ala comot, somewhere in the middle, where there's a combination of good and bad choices, supaya the perjuangan pemakanan tu is berterusan and becomes a journey of life. Yeah, but again, Suryati, if you're not sure, in your 50s, my advice is go for health screening, especially. And during the health screening, your blood test, they will do a profile and basically show you what are the things that perhaps are not within the normal ranges and what you need to do to perhaps untuk mengembalikannya. And it can then be, pilihlah makanan-makanan yang mengandungi those things, or if you cannot do that, then boleh melanggan supplements or micro minerals at the pharmacy. But even if the pharmacy punya vitamin says 100,000% vitamin C, you mengambilnya does not mean dia akan diserap. So pengambilan and penyerapan mineral badan are two very different things. Contohnya, you can beli, glucosamine monochondroitin for your joints, macam minyak pelincir kereta, to lubricate your joints. But if you're not active, the body has no need to lubricate the joints. So same thing when you lubricate your car, the car has to move for the oil to lubricate the engine. So if you have stiff joints and arthritis, as much as you can take the supplements, you still have to do the work to mempergunakan the minerals oleh badan. Otherwise, the body will have no reason untuk menggunakannya. Beres? Beres. All right. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Miss Chubby, yes, rasa lemak I sebab selalu kelebih, but I tak buncit. The problem is upper body. Yeah, that is bersyukur dengan apa yang ada. Your body menyimpan lemak sesuka hatinya. Some people lower body, some upper body. That's why you ada bentuk buah badan yang pelbagai. And again, you cannot berdoa untuk hanya bakar lemak paha kanan, punggungnya belah kiri, lengannya belah kanan. Doesn't work that way. You kena bersyukur dengan apa yang ada. Focus on overall weight loss, focus on overall fitness, and lama-kelamaan as you go along this journey of kurangkan kawalan berat badan, your body will mengambil lemak-lemak pada bahagian-bahagian yang bermasalah juga. Beres? Beres. Alright. Yeah, thank you so much joining me, guys. Yeah, we maybe spend another 5 minutes or so. If you haven't done so yet, yeah, please share the live dengan kawan-kawan. Semoga mereka juga boleh dapatkan ilmu bersama on Facebook or YouTube. And yeah, if you would like to do so, yeah, please join our cabaran 30 hari, which will kick off again on the 1st of January. We're doing a sale now, which is 20% off the 3 months and 12 months packages. It starts as low as just RM89 sahaja bersama dengan saya. And you can melayari bukansoalkurus.com to get more information. All right, let's see. Maybe one or two more questions. Daripada Kait Intan, kalau saya tak makan dinner, tapi saya ambil heavy breakfast and heavy lunch, okay ke? Okay, as long as your pengambilan kalori seharian is selari dengan keperluan diri. But the problem is this. Some people, they merancang makan lunch and breakfast sahaja. Dia tak merancang untuk makan supper and dinner. And then dia termakan juga supper, malam, snacking here and there. And that becomes the problem because it's not part of your plan. So my advice to you again is, yeah, plan for your heavy breakfast, plan for your heavy lunch, give a little bit of room for, mistakes and error for dinner and supper. Allocate lah 200-300 kalori supaya bila dia terjadi supper for many people happens more so than they don't want to do it, just me as well. So plan for a supper every day supaya it becomes part of the rancangan and it gives you ruang to maneuver your journey kurus dalam journey and jalan yang agak lebar. Okay, daripada Amar Boro, coach, saya terbiasa mindset mesti makan pagi, tengah hari, malam, especially tengah malam. Even though saya tak sihat, bila saya stop, macam-macam lah jadi, pening lah, sakit perut lah. Macam mana nak ubah? Now, my advice to you is don't make drastic changes. There will be people who do drastic changes. And then you will see drastic weight loss seminggu dua. But you don't know what will happen to them after that. They only talk about the seminggu dua punya kejayaan. But again, comparison is the thief of joy. My advice to you is make slow changes that are sustainable and berkekalan supaya they become part of your life selama-lamanya. Don't have this do or die approach. So if you cannot, tak makan A or B, slowly mengubahnya daripada makan a lot to maybe, let's say lah, 2 scoop ice cream to 1 scoop, 2 cawan, 2 sudu gula to 1 sudu, and slowly make the changes. As slowly as need be. This could be berminggu-minggu, berbulan-bulan, as long as they're quote-unquote agak permanent and you don't have, a do or die scenario where you must do it sekarang. My advice is do it slowly but surely. And even in our program as well, we always focus about the kegembiraan dalam perjuangan kurus itu. And if you do drastic changes, it's stressful. So even in the program, when they join 1 hari bulan January or 1 hari bulan February, semangat nak kurus, malam so big, nak mengubah segala-galanya, but it's not sustainable. So my job always is to help you to spread out your motivation, spread out your kegairahan to kurus malam itu untuk selama-lamanya supaya you don't burn out and you tak sakit and you tak rasa pening and lemah because tak makan apa-apa. But you actually dapat makan dengan sihat, kalori deficit yang agak sederhana atau kecil supaya the weight loss journey itu is menggembirakan, bertenaga and berpanjangan. Beres? Beres. Ya, Ama, do join our program kalau tak pernah join juga. Nothing to lose, just so much to gain, especially ilmu-ilmu pelbagai. Dan daripada Zalina, jaga pemakanan or exercise yang lebih penting, coach? Now, it's hard to say yang mana lebih penting. Dua-dua penting, but kalau tak jaga pemakanan, hanya bersenam, you takkan berjaya mengurangkan berat badan. Kalau you hanya kawal makanan, tak bersenam, boleh mengurangkan berat badan, but it's not something I would recommend. Paling busuk, my recommendation is jaga makan and aktifkan kehidupan sebanyak mungkin, which is berjalan, bergotong royong, wash your car, kemas rumah, walk, take your stairs. It's not you wajib bersenam. Always remember kisah si nelayan and petani. They don't exercise, but the very nature of their life is active. And they makan bukan brokoli, salmon, steam, chicken breast ke apa. They makan semerepek-merepek juga. But it's because, again, the balance of pengambilan, pemakanan and lifestyle is agak hand in hand. So dia tak berdepan dengan masalah obesity. So yeah, paling penting is pemakanan number 1, active lifestyle number 2. If you can bersenam, that is super awesome as well because banyak manfaat dari segi senaman, dari segi menyalurkan stres kehidupan ke arah yang membina. Beres? Beres. All right, I think with that, we can wrap off our live for tonight. Yeah, thank you so much for all the amazing questions. I think the burung pun dah pasrah dengan kehadiran saya di sini and has given up on trying to intimidate me. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed the session tonight. Thank you so much for all the Santai Q&A. Kalau anda punya sebarang pertanyaan yang lain, do reach out to me in any way, shape or form. Do join our cabaran 30 hari if you would like. Just layari bukansoalkurus.com. And insyaAllah, I will see you again minggu depan. Awal tahun sudah, So I'm wishing everybody the best for the remaining days that we have for 2022 ini. Enjoy your holidays, enjoy your festivities, enjoy the makan-makan, and then buka buku yang baru pada satu hari bulan Januari nanti. Thank you so much. Have a great week. Assalamualaikum and bye-bye. Thank you.